Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We're so glad you're here to join us this week for the show. I'm Jenny Silik and we've got a great one lined up for you. You won't want to miss it. We are going to head to the UP into the Grouse Woods of Marquette County and show you a beautiful fall day with some great action. You won't want to miss that. And then we'll switch gears and do something else that's a great time here in the fall in Michigan, and that's hitting the river.
Well, that's right, Jenny. We are going to kick things off on this week's show by doing something pretty popular this time of the year, and that is getting out and chasing some salmon in the river, and we had a picture-perfect day on the water. You won't want to miss that story. Lots of great stuff on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988. Offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
By Green Mark Equipment. Green Mark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Green Mark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
This moment brought to you by DTE's Clean Vision.
We're fishing the Muskegon River here in Newaygo. We're just gonna kind of target gravel areas, small pockets behind gravel, shallow runs, just kind of looking for whatever's gonna bite. Mostly gonna be some salmon and some trout. If we're lucky, hopefully the elusive steelhead this morning. So should be a great day. It's a beautiful morning, nice and sunny, not a lot of wind. Should be a good time.
Today, Max, a full-time fishing guide, along with his buddy Matt, also a guide, had the day off. So what do? Well, they go fishing for fun, and I was lucky enough to be able to tag along for the day.
We are running just a 9-weight fly rod, fly reel, standard stuff. We got a 35-pound monofilament running line. This is from Scientific Anglers. It's just a flat monofilament line. And we're dropping it down to we call it just a butt section, just a clear monofilament line instead of the brighter orange line. Typically drop down to 20 pound. If I can untangle our stuff here. So we'll have a sliding weight on here. Typically I just use like a regular snap swivel. And we're gonna be attaching some, if I can find some in here. a 1/4 inch stick of pencil lead. So we cut all of our own pieces of lead. We'll kind of show you a little bit here what we'll be doing, but we just tie this lead onto our snap. And every time we change our places, our anchor placement, things like that, we're always going to be changing our lead. So we always like to shave some down, add some more, just kind of compensate for the speed of the river, the depth of the river, and things like that. So on the terminal end, we're just running 15-pound fluoro. And generally I like to do about a 3 to 4 foot section of leader, kind of like a arm length for my size. And this morning, because we're seeing a lot of fish kind of starting to chase around, move around, get a little more aggressive, we're just going to be running a black egg-sucking leech. Something that's supposed to irritate them, aggravate them, especially the larger males that are going to be in these pockets that we'll be fishing.
For being as young as he is, Max has done a lot of fishing. Running Workman Outfitters with his dad Tom gets him on the water a lot. He also spends quite a bit of time each year in Alaska as a fishing guide as well. It's fun to see younger guys like Max and Matt Kettner, who was also on the boat with us today, taking the place of longtime river guides here in Michigan. We need folks to take the place of some of them and help get more folks on the river. It's pretty amazing to me how many first-time river anglers these guys have on their boat every year. We found some shallow water with some salmon in it, and it didn't take long at all for Matt to have a nice fish on the line. Battling these fish in the shallow water on a beautiful fall day, well, it is really something to see.
I've been running that all salmon season.
You've been running this little one all salmon season? I can't believe you fit that 26 pounder in this one.
Oh, he's fighting pretty good.
Hey, quite a
Nice.
Nice job, boys.
Good stuff, man. There we are.
Let's see what we got.
get you some pliers and stuff later.
It's a nice looking fish.
Yeah, you got some pliers on you, Matt. Perfect.
There we go.
Nice.
Let me hold them up in the sun there a little bit. That's what they look like.
That is what
That's
they
a
look
good looking
like.
fish.
Nice Michigan salmon. Wild fish. You can see it's got its adipose fin naturally occurring. Probably came in the system, what do you think, 2-3 weeks ago?
Probably about 3 weeks.
And just based on the condition of them, she probably came up into this area maybe on Friday's rainstorm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The salmon that make the run up the river will spawn and die. However, they are good to eat for quite some time in that process, and many will keep them until they start to turn color. Today we were releasing all the fish that we caught to finish the spawning cycle. Today was a picture-perfect day on the water, and it seemed about each spot we went to we were able to find some fish. Well, at least Matt was. Uh-oh. Still got him?
He's back under. Yeah, he's back under the boat. Oop, good. He's just bulldogging me under the boat.
Hey!
Perfect. Perfect.
Need some pliers back there, Max?
Nice job, man.
Thanks. Once they spend some time in here, you start to get your skin starts to kind of decompose a little bit. So
Yeah.
but
Still
got
not a
some
bad looking
line
fish.
on her. Nope, that's from downriver somewhere.
Yeah, somebody else's rig is in it.
Yeah, she came in the boat just so we can pop the extra hooks off.
Pull the extra hook out of her.
Get Get her back in there. There she goes.
Nice fly.
Okay.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Good job, boys.
Maybe we kind of bump down a little bit more. We'll kind of work a couple more of these and maybe go look for some steelhead here in a second.
Well, we would move and try some different holes, and Max did keep talking about hoping for a steelhead. But he also kept hooking and losing some fish, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh my gosh! Dude! Are you kidding me?
We now move to a spot to target a run more suited for steelhead, and little did I know just how much these guys really wanted to catch a fall steely.
Hopefully there'll be a steelhead laying up in here. It's a little early for steelhead, but every day there's always a potential to have a couple of them come up in the river here. So Matt and I just like to kind of keep tabs on things and just poke around for steelhead this time of year. Just seeing what we can see, kind of hoping to run into a nice fresh pot of them coming up from the big lake.
Oh,
Oh, it's a steelhead! Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man! Oh, no way!
I figured there'd be one sitting in the back.
No way! Yeah, dude, you totally called it too.
This just looks too tasty.
You totally called it. All right, I'm off you. You're good. You totally called it, dude. You're like, oh man, there's gonna be one sitting in this tail out right here. No way.
All right. Give your head in here.
Yes. Oh yes.
Let's get the net ready.
Ooh, baby.
You don't like you.
No, he really doesn't. Oh man, this is so sweet. Yes! 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 Nice job, dude!
We got him.
Nice! No way! Oh, that's perfect.
What a pretty fish.
Oh man.
It's a little prettier than the
Than some of the salmon that we were catching. Nice job, dude. Oh man. That's perfect. Here, you get a pair of
Yeah, I got some right here.
pliers. You're good.
You can grab either of those ones.
Dude. Ah, heck yeah, man. It's the first one of the fall. Muskegon madness. Perfect. Nice job, dude.
Bring them over here. Nice little buck.
Heck yeah, dude. He's got a huge belly from all those eggs he's eating.
Yeah, just gorging himself.
Oh,
So
wow,
there's a
look
Michigan
at that.
steelhead right here.
Nice mid-October steelhead, man.
Fresh from the lake, they come up here and they gorge themselves on all of the salmon eggs coming down. So
Nice wild fish. He's got his fin. All right, this
What a
one.
pretty fish.
This one definitely deserves a picture, real quick.
Yeah, let me get it.
Here, I'll flip it around like this. Get in there, Jimmy.
I love seeing folks get excited about the outdoors. If it's a big buck, a spike horn, a rooster pheasant, a first fish, or here a seasoned fishing guide getting just giddy about a fall run steelhead. Because at the end of the day, isn't this why we do all this? To have fun? To spend some time in the field or on the water with friends and family? If we don't get excited anymore, then what are we doing? I know this, we were having a great time today.
Our brown trout. Sweet. Man, we were just talking about where our brown trout was, and there it is.
Well, Max was knocking the rust off now. This nice brown was showing off his spots for us, and not too long after this, he was able to boat a nice salmon as well as we made our way back towards the launch.
Digging around on the grapple.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll go ahead and put her right on back for her to continue her mission. Perfect.
Hey.
Finally landed something worth of size now. Been working all day for this moment. looking buck right there. I think he popped that first one.
Oh, look at that jawline.
He popped that first one. Yeah, he definitely popped that first one.
I felt him there. Felt funny. Nice Muskegon River King. That's one of your male salmon here, so.
Bunch of gnarly teeth on him there.
He still looks pretty good.
I'll probably go right back here.
The salmon run is still going, but towards the end now, but still lots of good fish to be caught. Bow season is in full swing, waterfowl is open, leaves are falling, and the grouse can be seen a little bit easier now. What a time to live in our great state. So grab a rod, a bow, a shotgun, a camera, or just take a drive. October is about as good as it gets in this grand old state, and it simply goes way too fast here in Michigan's Out of Doors. Well, as you can tell, we had a ton of fun on the river that day, and thanks to Matt and to Max for letting me tag along. A few weeks back, Jordan and I were able to get above the bridge and get a handful of stories while in the Upper Peninsula. And one of the things that I love to do this time of the year more than anything else is chase some bird dogs through some cover. And that's exactly what we did up there, chasing some UP grouse. Earlier this fall, I was contacted by Jacob Perry, and he said, hey, if you're going to be in the central Upper Peninsula and want to do a little bird hunting, give me a call. Well, we were, and I did, and here we were.
So I got into hunting, little kid coming up, deer camp. Grandpa's from Felch area, grandma. Came up doing deer hunting up here, and then kind of went from deer hunting to, we grouse hunt before season, for deer season starting up. And when I took and got my first bird dog, it kind of evolved from there. And now it's a full-time passion that I pursue year-round. So whether it's the training of dogs or the pursuing of the grouse or anything like that. And I love the ability to get out with your friends and hike around and tell jokes and get pumped up. And it's not something that you have to take, you take it serious, but it's not something that like with deer hunting where it's a solitary venture. You have your friends out with you, you're having fun, talking, walking, crash and brush. And then the dog work. It's all about the dog work at the end of the day, and that's what keeps me out, is seeing my dog come out and get after birds. So.
Well, we're just getting started here, and we have flushed one woodcock right when we hit the woods and one grouse, and we might have winged it. It kind of went down, but then it reflushed, so we're going to kind of follow that up, I think. But yeah, beautiful day, beautiful cover. Leaves are still up, but kind of in some open cover here. So we're just kind of getting started. Dog looks good. Beautiful day, and see what happens.
Oh, he's right behind that pine. Oh man! Be careful, there might be another one.
He's in the tree.
There's another one. Oh, he's on. There you go. Got one.
Another one.
Another one. There are four of them.
I winged that second one.
He's gonna get it.
There was like 4 in that tree, I think. That first one dropped down and went straight away on the other side of that pine, and then there was like 3 more that dropped out and shot across.
Should be right down there by the river, I think. He's looking for you.
Well, that can happen in grouse hunting. It appeared the bird was hit, but to our left was a huge drop-off down to the river, making it hard for both dog and hunter to traverse it. We looked for a long time with no avail. As we moved on, I asked Jake what advice he gives to new upland hunters.
If you're trying to do this for the first time, you got to get out, you got to put the miles on the ground, but the 3 main things, I call them the holy trifecta, or the holy trinity of what you're looking for, is you're looking for 8 to 10-year-old aspen with a transition area off of them. Food sources, which is number 2, whether that be, you know, thorn apples, old berry patches, white acorns, that sort of stuff. And then the third one's water. They're going to need water. So if you can find all 3, you're going to have a pretty good chance of getting into grouse. I like taking first-time hunters out because, one, the first time they ever see a grouse get up, the first thing they always do is they get real wide-eyed. They turn back and they look at you and they go, "That was really fast." And it's the truth, right? I mean, they're super fast birds and they're super quick birds, and there's nothing like when someone hears one get up for the first time and take off. I mean, people are instantly hooked. You hear those wings go and you're hooked. And so when I see them, the first time someone ever sees one get up and they get those big wide eyes and they look at me and they go, "Wow, that was fast," that's when I take, and that's, you know, I love those moments. That's super cool. And then obviously when they get their first one, they stand there, and normally you've hiked 3 or 4 miles at that point and they've missed 5 or 6 times, and they finally get that first bird and they just sit there and they look at them for an hour and they just think they're the coolest thing in the world. So that, you know, it's so much more precious to them, especially after you know, put in about 500 calories going after them. So
This is kind of like that family pack that we saw earlier today.
yeah, 100%.
Kind of right along the river.
Right along the river.
Nice. Yep.
There's 4 or 5 of them that went up at one time, just like before.
Yeah, you were just blazing a trail trying to get through the cover.
I
And
mean, you can see it's so thick right now, you can't even imagine. It's just trying to cut through trees, making toothpicks, trying to get to a bird, hey? So yeah.
These leaves will probably be down in another, what, week to
5-6 days.
Yeah.
They're turning yellow already.
Well, we are finding birds. They are just flushing well before we can get to said birds. The dog's finding some birds. We're not pointing them, but they are flushing before we can get the dog close enough to point. We're hearing them. We found birds pretty much everywhere we went. We're not really, I think we've a few random woodcock, but it's been mostly grouse.
Mostly grouse.
Which is great. We'd love to point some woodcock and get some on camera, but so yeah. We found birds everywhere we went. They've been in some family groups, which is great. We've had one good opportunity at a grouse group, but did not walk away with anything down. But and then Jake did find one on the last group. See, there's. I saw it.
Oh my God.
Right there, right there. And that, my friends, is the tale of today. The dog went out here, those birds flushed wild.
Before he could even get in the clearing.
And then it was probably a 60-yard Hail Mary. But that's grouse hunting in a nutshell. And maybe we should call it a day. We'll go follow up. I don't think we hit that bird.
We didn't hit that bird.
It kept going, but you always want to go follow up. Make sure, but I could see it going after we. Well, for the record, that was nowhere near a 50 to 60 yard shot, but it felt like it was at the time. Like most grouse hunters, the excuses fly pretty quickly. But it wasn't long though, and I would have a chance at redemption.
You got it. There you go, Jimmy. Let's get up on him. Go.
Look at that, a birthday grouse.
Birthday Banassa.
Put some candles in it for you.
Look at that. That is a nice big bird.
That's a beautiful bird.
Well, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Yeah.
Nice bird. Well, we just left the truck. We were a little bummed, to say the least. You think this was one of those same birds?
Different bird.
We're probably, what,
50 feet?
100 yards from the truck, maybe? We came up around the corner, and I saw him actually running through the thing, and yes, I did let him fly in the air. I don't know if he got it on camera, but he got about 10 feet off and took a nice shot, and down he went.
He was due after missing those ones earlier.
A 60-yard Hail Mary. I think it was 70 yards.
Oh, maybe 80.
26.
Well, we only scratched out a few grouse on that trip, but we had a great time. We found some birds about everywhere we went, and we should have probably had 4 or 5 had the shooting been a little better. It's always fun to meet new folks, and it's good to see some younger people coming up loving the out of doors. Good luck to Jake and his crew. And all of you wondering if you should make one more trip to the UP this fall? The answer is yes. We left a few grouse just waiting for you.
Thank you so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. We're very glad you're here, and we can't wait to share with you some more exciting episodes coming up this fall. We'll be out in the deer woods for archery season, and believe it or not, we've already got our sights set on November 15th, which is just around the corner for the firearm deer season opener. We'll have some recipes for you, some Michigan-made hunting products to share with you, all sorts of great things headed your way. If you'd like to see where we are, where we're headed next, or how you can get in touch with us, you can always do that online.
Well, that's right. Online is a great way to kind of keep tabs on us. The best way is probably our social media platforms. Both Facebook and Instagram is the best way to do that. You can also check us out on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel there. Get an email every time we post something new. Make sure you are getting out and enjoying everything our state has to offer right now. And as always, if we don't see it in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see it right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA. By SCI. SCI helps protect, promote, and preserve wildlife through conservation practices which include hunting. SCI supports and funds conservation programs in the state of Michigan. Learn more how you can get involved at a chapter near you.
By Jay's Sporting Goods, with locations in Clare and Gaylord. Jay's has been serving the Michigan outdoor enthusiast since 1971, with a wide variety of outdoor products. The gear, the knowledge, the tradition of Jay's. On the web at jaysportinggoods.com.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow.